Year one is in the books, at least in terms of the regular season for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans in their first year as an affiliate of the Chicago Cubs at the high A level. But the season continues on as the Pelicans are in the Mills Cup Championship Series, a best-of-5 format, as they look for their first Mills Cup title since 2000. The Pelicans completed the regular season with 81 wins, fourth most in team history, capturing a first-half title and rallying for a strong 40-win second half despite the departure of 17 players to either AA Tennessee or AAA Iowa. The Birds led the league in ERA at a microscopic 3.01, the second lowest in team history and the best in the league by a wide margin, relying on a lights-out bullpen and consistent starting pitching with a deep stable of arms headlined by Dwayne Underwood Jr., Paul Blackburn, Jen Ho-Sang, Brad Markey, Dowry Torres, and Jonathan Martinez, and the list goes on. The Pelicans won with pitching and also with defense.
The pitching was very successful this year as far as throwing strikes, getting ahead of hitters, putting hitters away. On top of that, our defense was outstanding.
In the previous 16 years of the franchise, Myrtle Beach had never committed fewer than 110 errors in a single season. This year's club made just 85, while also passing the eyeball test as the most elite in the league. Jacob Rogers and Jamer Candelario at first and third were both named to Baseball America's top infielders list in the Carolina League, and Daniel Lockhart and Carlos Peñalver up the middle played major league quality infield from opening day through the stretch run of the season. Of course, the offense chugged along as well, scoring the second most runs in the league and hitting out the third most homers in the circuit. Jacob Rogers led the club in homers with 12, and he finished top 5 in the 8-team league in long balls and runs driven in. Mark Zagunis completed the season second in on-base percentage and walks, and at .321 with his batting average, infielder Chesney Young became the first Pelican to capture the batting title in 9 years.
Chesney Young and Mark Zagunis have been the backbone of the offense and the team. You know, they've been extremely consistent at the plate. You know, give you good at-bats every single day, and they kind of set that tone for the offense.
In the stands, 2015 marked a new high for the club as well. Over the course of the season, the Pelicans drew 15 sellout crowds and drew a record number of fans on a nightly basis, averaging over 3,800 people a night to TicketReturn.com field at Pelicans Ballpark, with fun and zany promotional nights like Old School Hip Hop Night, Deflate Cancer Night, and Geekend, and of course nightly promotions like the always popular Thirsty Thursday and Wiener Wednesday. Over the final week of the season, the Pelicans added the toolsy outfielder Jeffrey Baez, who led the organization this year in stolen bases and hit over 300 in the second half, and the Cubs' top prospect, shortstop Gleyber Torres, who at 18 years old is the youngest position player in the league by over a year. In the first round of the postseason, the Pelicans held on for a 4-3 win over the Winston-Salem Dash, the White Sox High A club, in Game 2 in front of the largest home crowd in Pelicans history, and followed it up with a thrilling Game 3 win by the same score, powered by Cubs rehabber Jorge Soler, Cubs catching prospect Victor Caratini, and the return from last year's Darwin Barney trade, starter Jonathan Martinez, who led the Carolina League in earned run average. With the back-to-back wins, the Pelicans erased a 1-0 deficit in the series, capturing just their second ever series victory when losing Game 1. What a season it's been in the first year as an affiliate of the Chicago Cubs for the Pelicans, and it continues on. Game 1 of the Mills Cup Championship Series beginning today. The Birds are on the road for 2 and home for 3, looking to capture the crown. For the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, I'm Nathan Barnett.